Okay, hello everybody. Um, just got home from work. A little chilly, a little tired, but once I'm home, I'm starting to get my energy back. I'll say that. Um, I don't really have anything to talk about with what I'm doing. I've already talked about the robot yesterday that I printed out, and I've been designing that a little bit. Um, So I think tonight I'm just gonna give another little history update about me and where I've been in my life, or some of the experiences. And I think tonight I'll talk about selling my body for science. Yes, I am a very unique individual. I've been through quite a bit of experiences that a lot of people have not. Um, so I went off to college, and I was in Pittsburgh. I went to Art Institute of Pittsburgh, and I was living up at Highland Park. And I keep remembering a bus about Negley or 7A Negley. I don't know, it's around that area. Um, but it was an old Victorian house, I remember. I'm getting a little off topic though. Uh, for my first job in Pittsburgh, I worked at Revco. Something happened there, or actually at my house, that I decided that I just did not want to go back. Um, Pretty much one of my fellow employees who was living with us got got the living daylights beat out of him by another roommate of mine, and I was uncomfortable of showing my face around there again. So I never returned to work. Um, so I was starting to look for other options of what I could do. For one, Revco was so far; it was downtown Pittsburgh, so you have to pay to get on the bus to get over there. Um, so I don't know if I found it in like the paper, just looking for jobs, but um, there was a place close by. Well, not exactly close, but fairly close enough. And basically, what you do is you go there for 3 weekends, and they have you take a pill and see what happens. There are some people who had placebo and some people who had the actual pill. They don't tell you what you have, and they didn't tell me what I had. Um, so I went in there, and it was kind of uncomfortable, but they give you shampoo and everything. You're not allowed to really bring anything with you. There was a giant room of bunk beds that everybody slept in. And then there was a giant room of where everybody just hangs out. It was kind of boring, kind of loud. Uh, there was a ping pong table. If you want to rent a movie, you tell them what movie you'd like to watch, and they go out and they'll pick it up so you can watch it. Board games, puzzles, TV. The ceilings were very tall. They had little offices around the room where they would come and take you back to take your blood and everything. Um, they were pretty adamant about sitting down and waiting for 5 minutes so that they could take your pulse. And you had to keep drinking water because they wanted to see how quickly uh, the I guess the drug gets out of your system. But it's just something I remember is I'd have to drink and drink, and I have to go to the bathroom constantly. And they like to take blood every now and then, but most of it was just taking your vitals. And back then I was pale, uh, practically ghost white, not all the way white, but very pale. And so there was one doctor or whatever asking me if I was okay because I didn't look good in his eyes. Um, yeah, but uh, what else was there? Oh, so each weekend, each time you go in, you're tested for drugs. And each weekend I'd come in and more people were eliminated just because they were smoking pot or something. And it was kind of a surprise. Now, I remember hearing my roommates talk about something called Gold Seal. That was the big thing. Um, of course, I didn't need it, but yeah, I guess it didn't pass for some of those people there. Uh, but the thing is, if you don't pass the test, well, you're not going to get money to get into the thing or whatnot. I went through all of it. Um, I just remember it just wasn't a comfortable thing. I didn't know what I was getting. Uh, let's see, what else was there? The thing is, I really wish I knew what that drug was and if I got the actual drug. Um, because I've had health problems over the years, and sometimes I wonder if that's related at all, or if it's just nothing to worry about. I think it had to do with diabetes or blood pressure, one or the other. Um, but that's all I can remember. I remember they did give me this yellow paper, um, but I can't remember much about what the yellow paper had on it. Probably mentioned something like what group I was in. It wasn't that much money. I think it was maybe like $200 each weekend. That's, I don't know. I'm just guessing, really. So yeah, I am a guy who actually sold his body for science. Um, so yeah, I wish I could remember more about it. Um, we'd have to keep waking up in the middle of the night to do vitals and blood pressure. Uh, yeah, but I'm not. There was a pool table, but I'm not really recalling that much. I'm the guy who is just uh, odd man out in a sense. I wasn't really into playing ping pong or interacting with anybody else. So I just sit on the couch and watch TV or do a puzzle, something like that. Um, yeah, but there were a lot of loud people there, a lot of very active people. Um, so I think that's about it. Later.